Hi, I am Beth Lordy and welcome to Coffee with CASA. I'm here today with a very special guest, Deidre Luker.
Hi, thank you for
Thank,
having me.
thank you for joining. Deidre is actually one of our attorney ad litems that we get to work with as CASA in the court system. And so I thought, who better to hear about all the other roles within the system than just CASA from an actual attorney. So what is your role within the juvenile system?
Okay, so my role as an attorney ad litem is to represent the best interests of the children to the court. So every child that is taken into the custody of the department and in foster care is appointed an attorney to represent their interests, so that it's not just the parents or the Department of Human Services that are represented to the court. And that way the children have a voice in the process.
And we kind of use, I don't know if you watch our videos, but we kind of use the same lingo because CASA, we say we're the voice for the child as well. But that wouldn't be possible if it weren't for the attorney ad litem, because you were the attorney on our court order that we're actually assigned under, I guess is the way we would say it. So while we submit our CASA court reports to all parties, it's really under you that we're able to do the work that we do. So you've been attorney ad litem for how long?
About 12 or 13 years.
Okay, so you've been doing this for quite a while.
Minute.
Yeah, a hot minute. And what has been your experience with working with CASA?
CASA's been great to work with. So my experience with CASA is that it provides an insight and generally just an additional perspective on what's going on with the family, since the CASA volunteer will have contact or should be having contact with multiple, like all the parties in the case. And generally because CASA will only have a case or two at a time as opposed to my caseload of 25 or 35 cases at a time, then the CASA volunteer can talk to family friends, family members, other folks that have insight into what's going on with the family dynamic, and can provide perhaps recommendations that others don't think about, or sometimes those of us who work in the system, seeing kind of a lot of the same things over time, it can be easy to get blinders on or get used to always doing something the same way. So it's nice to have a fresh perspective or an additional perspective in the case.
Okay, well, I couldn't have said it any better. Do you think there's anything else pertinent that people should know that may be considering joining the program?
I think that it's important for folks to know that, or incoming CASA volunteers in particular, to know that you're going to see some tough circumstances, and it's not always an easy thing to see. You're seeing a family go through a very difficult time, and it's not circumstances that we would want for our own family or our own kids or grandkids. But if you're able to stick that through and see the permanency at the end, whether that's reunification or custody with another family member or a successful adoption, those are the things that's the payoff, and there's nothing more rewarding than actually getting to see that through. And so I just tell folks to hang in there and try not to get scared off through the process.
Right. I think that is such valuable advice, because we, even though we do offer all of our CASA volunteers 30 hours worth of training, and then you get so many hours of court observation, it could be very daunting at the beginning.
Yes.
We're talking about a lot of difficult, challenging situations, and like you mentioned, we would not want for ourselves or our families. So just stick it through, because if you can make it to the end of the journey, it really is beautiful.
That's the reward.
Yeah, it is. Well, anyone who follows Deidre on social media knows that she wears many hats, and she has a lot going on.
Yes.
So I was going to ask you a little bit about that. What else do you have going on?
Okay, so right now the main thing going on is that I am a candidate for Pope County District Court Judge. Election is March 5th, so I'd obviously love to have everyone's support and vote for that. But I do have a private practice here in town, and I'm a deputy prosecutor. I represent multiple municipalities in the area, so that all keeps me busy. But I love my job, so
I love it.
It's wonderful to work with you all.
And I do want to take just a moment and tell you how much we appreciate you. You're a pleasure to work with, and all of our attorney ad litems. We wholeheartedly appreciate all the hard work you do. And we do know how busy you are with your many caseloads and your private practice and everything else you have going on. So you are on Facebook, and then your campaign, you have a
I
webpage?
have a Facebook webpage, and then I have a website, lukerforjudge.com.
Okay. Well, again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy
Thank
day.
you.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks.
For more information on how you can make a difference in the life of a child, call here or go here.